Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faris Daniel bin Ishaq and my metric number is 10 DPM20013. Today we will present our case study and we choose A&W company. A&W is an iconic brand with a rich history that began in June 1919 in Lodi, California. It was founded by Frank Wright and Roy Allen, who partnered to sell Wright's root beer, which he had started making that year. The company gained fame for its frosty mugs, where the mug would be kept in the freezer before being filled with root beer and served to customers. They named their product A&W Root Beer after their surname. The brand continued to grow, and in 1962, the first overseas A&W restaurant opened in Guam. This international expansion quickly reached the Philippines and Malaysia in 1963. A&W Malaysia made history as the first fast food restaurant to open in the country, followed by the first drive-in restaurant in Petaling Jaya in 1965. Currently, A&W operates a total of 53 outlets around Malaysia. First question is, describe the international company involvement and culture challenges. International expansion. A&W's international expansion began in the early 1960 when it opened its first restaurant outside of North America in Guam. This move was followed by opening in the Philippines and Malaysia. The brand continued to grow, establishing a significant presence in Southeast Asia, Canada and beyond. The cultural challenges faced by A&W. First, consumer preferences. A&W had to adapt its menu to cater to local tastes. For example, in Malaysia, A&W introduced halal certified menu to appeal to the Muslim majority. This involved not only changes to the food offerings but also ensuring that the supply chain complete with halal standards. Second is marketing strategy. Cultural nuances influence how brands communicate with their audience. A&W had to tailor its marketing campaigns to resonate with local values and traditions, which sometimes mean completely rethinking its promotional strategies. Third is operational differences. Business operations can vary greatly from country to country due to differences in labor laws, business practices and consumer behavior. A&W had to navigate these differences to establish efficient operations in each new market.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Akil Tazrazik Bitamizi. My normal metric is 10 DPM 22F1019. The answer for question 2, which is the foundation concept of culture to enter the foreign market. When A&W consider entering a foreign market, understanding and integrating into the local culture is crucial. This involves respecting and adapt to the local custom, taste and consumer behavior. A&W would need to consider this local business practice and management style to effectively operate in Malaysia market. Additionally, the important to sustainability and environment, social and governance (ESG) consideration is growing in Malaysia. Therefore, A&W foundation concept of culture when entering the Malaysia market or any foreign market should include adapting the local taste, offering menu item that cater to local preference and dietary restriction. For example, people in Malaysia more prefer to halal food because majority of the people are Muslim. The second is understanding local business practice, aligning with the management style and operation process prevalent in local market. The third is embracing sustainability, incorporating ESG consideration into their business strategy to meet the growing demand for responsible business practice. To establish A&W in the foreign market, particularly in Malaysia, is essential to understand and apply the foundational concept of culture. Here is a full explanation of the key culture consideration. The first is culture research. Before entering the Malaysia market, A&W must conduct thorough research and understanding the local culture, which include religious belief, language, custom, and societal norms. This research will inform all other strategy. The second is product localization. A&W should adapt this menu to suit local taste and dietary restriction in market where Islam is the prominent religion. Ensure that food item is halal is crucial. The fourth is marketing adaptation. Marketing campaigns must resonate with the local audience. A&W should use culturally relevant themes, symbol, and language in this advertising to appeal to Malaysian consumers. The fifth is building relationship. In many cultures, including Malaysia, business is a building personal relationship. A&W should invest time in networking and getting to know in the local partners and customers. For A&W to successfully enter the foreign market, it must consider the following culture aspect. The first is culture sensitivity. A&W must be sensitive to the cultural nuances of the target market. This include understanding local language, negotiation method, business practice, dress code, food habit, and more. The second is culture distance. The difference between A&W home's culture and the target market culture can pose challenge. Employees may find it difficult to adapt to the new way of doing business according to local culture customs, leading to culture shock. The third is marketing and promotion. A&W will need to tailor its market strategy to fit the culture preference of the target market. This could mean adjusting product price, usage, and even the product itself to meet local expectation. The fourth is local partnership. Establish strong business partnership with local supplier, vendor, and collaborator is essential. The fifth is adaptation of business strategy. While A&W may have a clear business strategy at home, applying it without adapting to local custom may lead to the unreasonable outcome. It is important to develop business strategy.
Hello and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Zuhairi bin Shoaib. My metric number is 10 DPM 22F1021. I will continue for the question number 3. Next, I will continue for the question 3. How to handle a hosted culture dimension in the international company. So, here is how A&W Malaysia can apply hosted dimension. For the first one is power distance. This dimension deals with the acceptance of unequal power distribution within a society or organisation. In Malaysia, which typically has a higher power distance, A&W Malaysia can ensure that its organizational structure and communication method respect hierarchical relationship while also providing clear pathways for feedback and upward communication. For example, A&W implementing a mentorship program where senior staff guide newer employees, respecting the hierarchical culture while encouraging knowledge sharing. For the number 2 is individualism versus collectivism. Malaysia leans toward collectivism, valuing group harmony and loyalty. A&W Malaysia can foster a team-oriented environment where employees feel a sense of belonging and are motivated to contribute to the group success. Celebrating team achievement and facilitating group activities can reinforce this cultural aspect. For example, A&W organizing team building events and community service activities to strengthen group cohesion and loyalty. For the third one is masculinity versus femininity. This dimension reflects a society's preference for achievement and assertiveness, which is masculinity or caring for others, and quality of life, which is femininity. A&W Malaysia can strive for a balance by setting ambitious business goals while also promoting a supportive and nurturing work environment. For example, A&W setting competitive sales target while also recognizing employees who contribute to a positive workplace culture. For the third one is masculinity versus femininity. This dimension reflects a society's preference for achievement and assertiveness, which is masculinity or caring for others, and quality of life, which is femininity. A&W Malaysia can strive for a balance by setting ambitious business goals while also promoting a supportive and nurturing work environment. For example, A&W setting competitive sales target while also recognizing employees who contribute to a positive workplace culture.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Azifah bin Hazrami, number metric 10 DPM 22F1023. Okay, the next question is which mode of entry and strategies company applied? A&W, the Californian multinational fast food restaurant chain, has utilized various strategies for international expansion. Here's a detailed look at their approach. First, joint venture. In some markets, A&W enter through joint venture with local companies. For example, in Malaysia, A&W was brought in by Mr. and Mrs. Laibov in 1963. Later in 2001, it was acquired by KUB Malaysia Berhad. Joint venture allow A&W to collaborate with companies that have local market knowledge, which can be crucial for adapting the business model to fit local preferences and regulation. So the second one is direct investment. A&W has also made direct investment in certain regions to establish its presence. This involved the company investing capital directly in opening and operating its restaurant. Direct investment provide A&W with complete control over operation, marketing, and all the overall customer experience. For example, the first A&W outlet in Malaysia opened by the Laibov is an example of joint venture. The adaptation of A&W's menu in Malaysia to include local dish in an example of marketing mix adaptation.
Okay, next we proceed to the last question, which explain your arguments, recommendation to handle the differences in international business with relevant example. First is local sourcing. By sourcing ingredients locally, A&W can reduce cost and also appeal to consumers' preferences for fresh and locally produce food. This can also help in reducing the carbon footprint and support local economies. Second is cultural sensitivity. Understanding and respecting cultural differences is crucial. The ANW should ensure that their marketing campaigns and store designs are culturally sensitive and appropriate for each region they operate in. Last is global branding with local flavors. While maintaining a consistent global brand image, the ANW can incorporate local elements into their branding. For example, using local language and symbols in their signage and marketing materials. By implementing a transnational strategy, ANW can strive to achieve both global efficiency and local responsiveness, which is essential for success in today's competitive and diverse international market.
In conclusion, ANW international involvement has been marked by strategic expansion and adaptation to local culture. The company has faced challenges in maintaining its brand image, such as language barrier, marketing strategy, cross-culture risk and other, but has strategies to overcome this through careful market entry expansion plan. By understanding and respecting culture differences, as well as tailoring its business strategy to local market, ANW can continue to thrive in the international fast food industry. The recommendation provide aim to enhance ANW ability to manage culture differences and sustain its growth in diverse market and maintain its company in the exist market.